everyone, and we are back with another guest for our Cruise Ship Explorers podcast, and we have Ilona Mulder, who runs Nona's Adventures, and she's from the Netherlands.
Hi guys, Ilona here. Sorry that it took a while for me to put up another video. I had some physical difficulties, but nothing to worry about. But I wasn't feeling that well to make another video. But I'm back again, and I have some great news because I mentioned in one of my last videos that I did an interview with Mike and Rachel from Cruise Ship Explorers.
And I am super excited because we have Ilona Mulder from Nona's Adventures. And the best part about it is she just got off the Icon of the Seas.
It was just when I got off the Icon of the Seas in September. And we were in Florida at that time. And they contacted me, I think somewhere in August, if I wanted to do an interview for their podcast. And yeah, of course I said yes. I didn't know who they were in the first time, but I watched some videos of them. They're on TikTok, and they have a website, cruiseshipexplorers.com. So you can check them out. To travel, I always wanted to explore the world, and yeah, I've been to many places, so I've been very fortunate to do that. They do interviews with people from the cruise industry, and also people that like cruising and exploring the world. So they contacted me, and I said yes, and I said, well, maybe it's a great idea to do the interview after my cruise on the Icon of the Seas in September. So we arranged that, and I was in Florida. And I did a lot of traveling before that, but the first time I've cruised, that was on the Freedom of the Seas, and I really, really liked that one. Yeah, I think the interview turned out great. It was a lot of fun. I was really nervous, but it was the first time that I did an interview, and especially in English, and it was a little bit difficult for me to want to express what I wanted to say, but I think they did a great job with the interview. They were really great to me, Mike and Rachel, really relaxing, and no really difficult questions for me. So,
what about destinations when you go on a cruise? Is there any favorite destinations that you've either gone back to or you want to go back to?
Well, the most of the cruises we went to the Caribbean, so that's really what I like to do most. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but they put the interview online today, so maybe you've seen some short previews already, and but I put a link in the description down below so you can watch the whole interview with them. And they were. I asked them what the questions would be, so I was a little bit prepared for what I was going to say. But they asked me about the Icon of the Seas, of course. So I told them it was it's a beautiful ship. We had a great time. And there are a lot of features that you can't find on any other cruise ship at this time. And also talked a little bit about why I started my YouTube channel. So I mentioned that I like to let people see what I'm seeing when I'm somewhere in another country. And I told them that not everybody is able to travel as much or are afraid to travel or don't like to travel, but maybe want to see a little bit more about the world, you know. So that's why I did the interview, and that's why I also started my YouTube channel, because I've traveled a lot in my years, and I've been to many places. I didn't see the whole world, of course, but I've seen a lot, and that's why I like to show other people what there is to see in the world, and that's what I like. They also ask me about how I spend my time when I'm on vacation, and when I wanted to film. Because it's a little bit difficult. I told them that because in the interview you can hear me say that it's difficult to manage videoing, make another video, but also relax and enjoy the time that you have with family or your partner, and also want to relax and enjoy your own holiday as well. So that's also, that's always a bit of a struggle, I think. And you really have to, take some time with your partner or your family as well. And not only being busy with filming all of the time. We've also talked about my favorite destination for a cruise. And for me, that's the Caribbean, because I like the whole vibe of the Caribbean. And every day you're on a different island, and I like just the atmosphere on the Caribbean islands very much. And the weather is almost always great. So that's why I love the Caribbean. But I've also done a cruise to Asia. That was from Singapore to Hong Kong, and we did a cruise to Australia, to the Gold Coast. That was also really great, very different than going to the Caribbean, and then because of it's a very long flight, and that's something that we don't do too often. So that's why for us the Caribbean is easier, and I think it's a lot of fun. We also talked a little bit about why we bought a house in Orlando, and that's because there was always a dream of mine to own a home in another country. And for a long time I've been to Thailand, and now the last 15 or 20 years we're going to the States a lot, and been a lot of times to Florida. And I always felt at home in Florida. I really like the atmosphere as well there. I like the people very much. And I like it that there is a lot of things to do, and not only the Disney parks, but a lot of nature parks, or a lot of great places to visit, only for a day or for 2 or 3 days. There's a lot of things to do, and you can drive almost everywhere, and you don't have to take a train or a plane to get to another place. So that's why that was our favorite destination to look for a second home. So that's why we ended up in Orlando, and we really love it there. And most of the time we stay there 2 or 3 weeks every 2 or 3 months. And so that was really nice to do the interview in our home in Orlando as well, after our cruise on the Icon of the Seas. One other thing that we talked about was using a travel agent or not. So most of the time we don't use a travel agent, because we like to be in control ourselves and book our own cruise or cabin or flights or everything like that. And yeah, we know the way to book all those things. But if you're new to cruising or flying or going on a holiday, it's probably better to use a travel agent, because they know the way around all of the things that you need to know. And maybe it takes a lot of stress away from you. And it all depends on I think how much experience you have with booking holidays on your own. The other thing is also if you want to book excursions on a cruise, we always do that ourselves, booking through the app or just online. But I must say that the last few times we went on a cruise, we didn't do much excursions, because we've been to the Caribbean a lot, so we don't like to go on that much excursions anymore, and we like to have some time on the ship while most of the people are went off the ship. So I think when it's the first time that you've come to an island or someplace on a cruise, it's always fun to do an excursion and get a little feeling about what's there to do, or what's the vibe of an island or a country, or a place that you visit, the port that you visit. But we like to take a little bit more relaxed time, and just go to the cruise port and just walk around the cruise port and do some souvenir shopping or something like that. But we did on the Icon of the Seas, we did just one excursion. I believe it was in Mexico, and the other times we just stay on the ship or just stay in the cruise port. And nowadays, there are a lot of things happening in the cruise ports or in the places that the ships visit, and it's not always good for the tourists, because a lot of times you get the warning now that you can get robbed, or they steal your phone or your credit cards, or they try to scam you. So it's better be prepared and make sure that you're safe. But you don't. I don't think it's a good idea to go on a walk by yourself. So always make sure that you have somebody with you. And as I mentioned, we also talked a lot about the Icon of the Seas and all the technology on board. And that's really something that was really stood out for me. Especially compared to other ships that we've been on. So that's really a modern look of cruising. I guess I think it's going to be more and more technology on board those ships. So that's really something to look forward, I think.
Looking at the picture of the Absolute Zero ice rink at the Icon of the Seas, and this is on your Instagram page. Right. This looks Vegas level.
And Mike and Rachel also asked me why I like cruising so much, and that's a question I get a lot. So, they asked me, can you tell me in one sentence why you like cruising so much? So. The only thing that comes to mind is cruising has it all, right? If you've been on a cruise before, you know what I mean. cruising has it all. I mean, you can go to the casino, you can go for a swim, you can go take walks around the track, or go to the fitness center, you can go to the spa. There are a lot of shows. Yeah, I mean, there is so much to do on a cruise, and there are so many places that you can eat on a cruise. So you can eat in a restaurant every day in another restaurant. So yeah, I think that says it all, right? And that's why I like cruising as much as I do. And for me, yeah, I've been to the Caribbean a lot, and I've been to Asia on a cruise, and I've been to Australia, and we've been to the Mediterranean. But we still have some dreams left of going on a cruise to Canada, or going on a cruise to Hawaii, because we've been to Hawaii before. It was about, I think, more than 20 years ago. It wasn't on a cruise, so we just stayed in Honolulu for I think 10 days. But I think I love to take a cruise to Hawaii and explore a little bit more of the other islands. So that's one dream I have, and yeah, I also like to go to Canada sometime. So you always have to have something to dream about, or have on your wish list, right? And we talked a little bit about YouTube and how I make my videos, because yeah, as I told them, it's difficult for me to make videos here in the Netherlands. I think because, I know here everything there is to see, and I've been to a lot of places here in the Netherlands, of course, for many, many years. So yeah, I think it's more fun to film when I'm in Florida, or somewhere else around the world, to make videos about that, or when I'm on a cruise, than filming here in the Netherlands. But I can imagine that some people like to see how it is here, and want to see some more about the Netherlands as well. So maybe I want to ask you if you have any interest in me making more videos here in the Netherlands, then please let me know in the comments down below. I really love to hear about your opinion and what you think about that. And for me, I think it's a little bit more difficult to get excited to film. And yeah, that's why I'm not always putting up a video every week. That's a little bit of an issue for me, because yeah, I think YouTube wants you to be consistent, and I think a lot of people like that if YouTubers are consistent with putting up videos. But yeah, I really struggle, I must say, at that point. And yeah, that's one of the things that I find a bit difficult, because I like to make videos then about everything that there is to see. So one time I'm going to the zoo, I like to I make a video about that. I'm going to the mall or something like that, and not only make videos about cruising, or just stick to one thing. I think it's more fun to show a variety of videos. Yeah, so I'm really curious about what you think about that, because I know I watch a lot of YouTubers and their videos, and I see that they're trying to make sort of same video again and again about the same topic or the same place that they go to. But I'm really struggling a little bit with that idea, and I don't like really to be put in a box and just to say you can only make videos about cruising or something like that. So that's why, yeah, that's what we've also talked about in the interview. But Mike was very kind and said, well, just keep doing what you're doing, and people are going to find you also. So because I was a little bit afraid that, I saw how many people are watching my videos, and the video about the cruise is getting a lot of views, and other videos about me talking about cruises or going to other places and make a video about that are not really that much views. So yeah, that's why I was wondering what to do and what is the best decision to make about making videos. So I really would like your opinion. I hope you put some comments down below, and watch the whole interview, of course, from Mike and Rachel from Cruise Ship Explorers. I put a link in the description down below so you can watch the whole interview. It was really fun talking to them. Really nice to invite me, and I hope to be on their podcast again in the future. Well, thank you so much for watching. And as I mentioned always, keep smiling, keep shining, and doing what you love to do most is making you happy. And I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.
When you create your vlogs, like, what's the most enjoyable thing about creating them, bringing them to your viewers? What do you love about creating them?
Well, I like to always show other people what I'm experiencing.
Sure.
Because, as I mentioned, I love to travel, but not everybody is in a situation that they can travel, or they are afraid of, going to other places, or think that, I don't know, is that something for me? So I really like to experience other people, to see what I see, and get excited about traveling. Yeah, that's
because you do a great job of expressing yourself, and because you travel often, you have a variety, and you could just sit there and watch your stuff. And I think it just gives a viewer, when I went to it, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I saw this. You brought a different perspective to it, which I love. And people need to go to it, which will list where they can find you. And people are going to hop on and see what you're up to, every month, because you're definitely traveling. I think if you stay true to yourself over a period of time, you'll create an audience. In the very beginning, it's tough to get that audience, but people will find you just like we did, and they'll say, this is interesting. This appeals to me.
For me, it's still excited to film here, but I'm not always here. I'm just here for 3 weeks, and I'm not going to film every day.
Yes.
So,
you want to enjoy your own time too. But I get that. It's exciting and new when you're there to film, where, when you're at home, you're like, I've seen it. I've done it. I don't really need to film it. But, I think that maybe if you try putting up maybe a couple more from your home, other people that have not been there, might get excited about it. Just something that because we think the same way as you. Trust me.
Because, we're seeing a lot of videos from people that are running.
They're running.
Peer runners,
Yeah. Yes. We don't want to be that. We don't want to be that.
You don't want to be a peer runner. And you want to enjoy your cruise and don't want to be stuck on an island, So, no, I think the best thing is booking that through the cruise line. It's always more expensive, the excursions are not cheap. But I think when you just start cruising, I think it's better to do that through the cruise line.
How do you see the cruise industry and evolving? Do you see any new trends coming that you're like, oh my God, they're doing X, Y, and Z. They're marketing to this. Like, you've been cruising for a while. How do you think it's changing? How's the industry changing?
Well, I think the technology is really, on another level than when we started cruising.
Sure.
So, as I mentioned on the Icon of the Seas, it's really a lot of technology, and it's really bizarre that it's so modern and so great to have all this technology on board on a cruise ship.
Yeah,
a lot of people are. Take a lot of things for granted. Huh?
Yes.
So a lot of technology, but also the crew on board and also the food on board. That I think a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people complaining about food or complaining about this or that. And I think, my God, you're
on vacation.
How are you doing that at home? Are you always complaining?
Right. We're almost out of time here, but I have to ask.
This always happens.
It always happens. And you've been amazing, great guests, and lots of stories, lots of travels, and oh my gosh, we could keep going.
On
I'm
and
sure.
on about traveling.
This is great. But I have to ask this. So, what is your favorite part about cruising? Because we've heard so many things about what you like. But if you'd have to say, oh my gosh, my favorite thing about cruising is?
Well, in one sentence, cruising has it all. So,
That's great.
That's a great answer.
Yes,
that is.
You have the food right next to you, enough food. You have the drinks next to you, enough drinks. You have enough experience because you're going from one island or one country to another country. You can stay on or you can go off the ship, so you can do whatever you want. There's enough entertainment to do. You can go to the casino or to shows, or you could go off the slides, or if you're more of an adventurer, then you go off the slides, but I'm not really into that.
Now they're building a slide that actually goes into the water. You can even do that maybe next year. That's just crazy.
Not for me. No.
No, I get it. Neither for us, but some people, they're building it for some people other than us, I think.
I mean, we went through a lot, but we always got to leave some for the next time, so we can cover it all.
Before
We're going to leave
forget,
this cliffhanger.
Oh, okay.
Alana, can you tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, at Nona's Adventures, or Nona's Adventures 9. So I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. I have 2 accounts on Instagram. I have 2 accounts on Facebook. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave it. Everybody, check the description. We're gonna leave all the links in the description, and you're gonna go and adventure with her because she's got some fun stuff on her site. Yeah, this has been great.
We also booked another cruise for next year. I told you about the NCL Aqua, but we're also going to do another cruise.
Which one?
Caribbean, to the Greek Islands.
We're going to catch up. We're going to have you on. We're going to have you on again if you'd come back.
Oh yeah,
I would love to have you back.
Hey everybody! Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. That was a great episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Great guests. We're super excited. Each week we're going to bring you a new interview with cruise staff featuring entertainers, cruise chefs, cruise directors, bartenders, whoever we can find, as well as cruisers themselves to tell their individual stories. And we're going to have special guest celebrities. Theme cruises are super big, so we're going to be interviewing a bunch of people. But Rachel, tell them what they need to do to be notified each week.
What do you mean, do? They should have did. So if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any future episodes. And if you want to watch some of the previous episodes, the best place to do that is our website. And that is cruiseshipexplorers.com.
Okay, everybody, you heard it, cruiseshipexplorers.com. Join us each week. We're super excited. Till the next time, see you then.